All right, so we are on batch 4, 4th of July weekend. Let's get into it. So I could have made this smaller. So we're going to do 3 or 4 supplements. We're going to do apparel, and then we're going to do home. Those are the 3 niches for these. So you guys can read these as I watch them, but we're just going to break down these winners. Yeah, let's get into it.
Day 1 of not eating the food.
Okay, already I like the day 1 series, or day this, day that, you know what I mean? People are, for some reason, are just interested in the day something of something. Or this might be a transformation video, but either way, just using that makes people think there's a story behind it, and they want to know like what happens. So it's framing it as a story that you might be interested in. Let's see what he says.
This test told me I was intolerant to. Day 100.
Okay, so we got before and after immediately. You got him pointing at stuff. You got him holding a prop. You have an image up here, overlay. So really engaging. And then he's mentioning who this is for. So talking about, it's obviously about men's health in the beginning. He's about the right age of the audience. He's probably on the lower end of the audience that wants to buy this. That way they can kind of see themselves as hoping to look like him. Maybe they view themselves like him. Like they view themselves as looking like this guy. Let's see what else.
Not eating the foods this test told me I was intolerant to. Your body could do amazing things.
So he doesn't have too much to show, right? So he's just using the product. This is the best way. If you have a product, this is the best way to get the most out of UGC, is just make it engaging visually. So keep showing the thing, keep holding it while you're talking, or have your UGC creators do this. Have them move the camera. It feels very organic. And then text overlay really helps the audience get context. If it's kind of like, it's just a guy talking, you want that visual to keep you engaged, you know, like an iPad kid. So you're just like watching, you know, there's always something to look at. And then this text gives you the context. So you're like, oh, okay, I get what he's talking about. So you don't get lost just looking at him and wondering, wait, what am I watching again?
Once you stop feeding it the things that it hates, it could do it in record time. Allowing that you're taking 1 step forward and 2 steps.
Okay, so he's talking about the pain points, right? Just not too in depth, but okay, let's see what. So the angles, aspiration, hook type, I'm not sure if that's true. It's a before and after, I think. Sophistication, I think it's definitely 4, because, yeah, 3 or 4, I guess, yeah. So this dude is holding this thing, is making you curious the whole time, and he's talking about the pain points. So talks about the transformation. That's obvious. A guy wants to make that transformation if you're around this age. This is the mechanism, the product, whatever that is. It's like some little thing that tells you what not to eat, what to eat. I've never heard of it, so, but maybe people have, maybe they haven't. I think it's effective, obviously. And then, so he's going through the pain points. Let's see what he does next.
Without knowing this, when you cut out the food that your body hates, the inflammation goes away. The brain
Okay, so this is the mechanism. When you cut out the things that you're, first they talk about the dream outcome, you know, they make it sound like it's for them, it's relevant, it's super easy, just 10 little hairs, it's super in depth, so, you know, they're not gonna miss any foods, so high probability of success, and then it's fast, right? You just take out 3 strands, but I'm sure he'll say how fast it is.
Like me, mail it back with the prepaid envelope that's inside this box, and in 72 hours you can have
72 hours. See, so I called it. It's like these are all the same patterns that are like, all ads have these things that do well, at least. So
the answers you've never had before. That can completely change your life. No more mystery, no more guessing, a lifetime of knowledge.
Okay, so those are objection answering, no more guessing, no more mystery. So that's appealing to the things they've tried before. The alternatives were like a guessing, like, shit, I don't know, maybe I should try this diet, maybe I should try that one. And then the mystery just means like, you know, buying the supplements where you're like, is this gonna help me? What, like, just everyone's guessing. That you watch a video, a TikTok video, and you're like, okay, should I do this? Is this even for me? This is like, I really love the mechanism because it's custom. It's testing like exactly for you.
Worth tens of thousands of dollars, but you could get it here.
Okay, then so he's just framing the price as, you know, obviously he's going to say it's way cheaper than that, but he's just framing it in a way where the price seems like a good price.
TikTok shop for less than 80. No doctors, no clinic.
It's worth tens of thousands of dollars and it's only $80. Holy smokes. So just saying stuff like that, you're kind of like, wow, that's a good deal.
It comes straight to your front door. They just restocked. Treat yourself.
Okay, paints the picture for, oh wow, it comes straight to my front door. I don't got to go pick it up. I don't got to go to a doctor's office. So that's another objection answering.
Or someone you love, and click the link right there and secure it today.
Okay, so then that's a good call to action. I really like saying get it for yourself or someone you know. So gifting is huge in general. lot of money is made with gifts. So I really like adding that in the call to action. So buy it for yourself or buy it for somebody else. And yeah, that was a good one. I really like that one. I actually kind of want to buy that, even though I don't need it. All right, we got a skin supplement. It looks like it's for women. Yep, for women. Of course, angles, a new mechanism. This is a great hook. How to look 20 again, almost 40. Calls out the exact audience, calls out the exact dream outcome, and it makes you curious. You're like, okay, this is for me. This is what I want. And it's obvious the urgency for women that are over 40. They have urgency when it comes to this. Like, this has social proof like crazy people. People want this solution, right? So it's going to be a personal transformation obsession. This looks like a yapper video, like one of those crazy, where they're like showing tons of crazy stuff on their face and all that. But we'll see. Stages 4 to 5, absolutely. They've tried everything. They've heard of it all. They need a crazy new ingestible mechanism, better rather than a better cream claim. Okay. Solution aware. They've seen a bunch of them. Maybe they don't know this product. Okay, so I love that she has an accent. Immediately, you trust her more. You don't trust her more, but you at least trust that it's not AI, because AI is going to sound monotone and stuff. So you feel like it's a real person for sure. That's about as far as that goes. Yeah, like if you're doing, I always look at these creators that do videos and it performs well. A lot of you guys that make AI UGC, you don't think of like the details. Like, look at this hairstyle. It's very specific. Most of the time, AI is going to give you like brown hair. It's going to be like down to here. She's going to have like the most average face on the planet, right? She's going to have the most average outfit. She's going to have no jewelry. The background's going to have absolutely nothing. So I think it's really important to make sure that you have those little details, because it makes the person have a personality. If they don't understand the person's personality, like if they can't judge them immediately in the video, then it feels like they don't care. This girl has like a little stone right here. She has a cool haircut. It's like different. She has earrings. You have these little things in the back. Like, you think people don't notice, but they definitely notice things like that. The way that this is like kind of off her shoulder, you could just kind of tell what kind of person she is. And I think it matches this audience. You know, she's like, just the style overall, the way she's talking, all that stuff. But back to it.
I was doing it when I was in my mid-20s. And now
okay, really good transformation. Transformations do amazing for anything that's selling the transformation, right? Like, you want to, no matter what you're selling, you want to show the proof, right? Like, people can't deny proof. It's really hard to be like, I mean, I just saw it. It must be true. It's like, but if you just talk about the proof and then you don't actually show it, people are very skeptical. And she's calling out, she's 34 or something like that.
completely without any filters, foundation, Botox, or
Okay, answering all the objections. She has no surgery, no Botox, no filters, nothing. This is straight up real.
filler, relying on
Okay, and she didn't do laser, so she's saying it beats all of those things. So it's outperforming every alternative they've heard of, even stuff that's a lot more expensive. Like, you know, this is gonna be cheaper, but girls are always looking for that thing that's for them specifically, because there's so many options. I feel like they're always gonna consider it, but they're gonna need to see a lot of proof because they've heard it all. And you see how she's doing a lot of hand motion. She's not just talking to the screen. There's always a pop-up. There's always a product being shown,
improving your skin from the inside
or a
out.
hand gesture. These are like, what does this do? Like, all that does is keep you engaged.
Lower recovery,
Okay, talking about the pain points and, you know, the strongest ones. Those are the ones that they're trying to avoid. So you know what it's gonna solve for you. Okay, that's the mechanism. Glutathione levels are going down. So this is like a little proof graph that doesn't prove anything, but you just trust it because you're like, why wouldn't I? People just trust little graphics like that. So if you could throw them up, why not? Okay, so she's just explaining the mechanism, the science behind it. So for the whole video, you want it to sound very like elementary, like the way it should be, like 5th grade reading level. And then when you're talking about the mechanism, that's the only time you want to talk about, like, you want to sound like scientific and smart and use big words, right? So that they can be like, oh, okay, I mean, I don't know what that means, but it sounds legit, right? But I think it really helps when you add like a metaphor. You can be like, it's like trying to drive a car with no gas, right? Like, metaphors like that, they kind of help the viewer understand the science behind it, just to make them feel smart. Like, you want to make them feel like they know what's going on. If you get too technical, they get confused and they feel like they're not smart. And they're like, I'm annoyed. I'm kind of annoyed watching this. I don't even get it. And then they just scroll away. More little proof, alternatives, proving the alternative price. I really like that. That's a really good one. And that, I mean, That's just a quick little Google search and screenshot, but it proves to them. Like, to me, that's a lot stronger than her just saying it costs that much. Because you're like, oh, she's probably gonna exaggerate it. But if you see the proof, you're like, she's not exaggerating. It's real.
Most people, it takes about 5 to 6 sessions for them to even feel or see the difference.
Okay, so she's talking about how expensive all the alternatives are, saying how many times you have to go, how inconvenient it is. So all the alternatives, she's going through it. This is horrible because of this. This is horrible because of that. So answering all the objections, which is, you know, why can't I just do this instead?
Way before your body.
And I love the little proof images, right? It literally does not matter if you can even read it. Like, it just, people are just gonna believe it.
Even gets a chance to absorb it. So let me just show you what I use. These are Esther's Formula glutathione strips, and these actually absorb it properly. You just press it to the roof of your mouth.
Okay, that was a cool little transition. How she had the strip up to the camera and pulled it back. So you might not notice these things. They're kind of simple, but they definitely keep you engaged. So sounds super easy to do.
Really nice tangy.
You just put it on your...
So roof of your mouth absorbs things fast because it has the...
Okay, so she's back on the mechanism because we're at sophistication stage 4 to 5. You can't just do one mechanism. Like, you have to do the mechanism, and then you need to go into why that mechanism, like she said, why it works, but she's going deeper into it. So you just got to get more technical, because they might have heard the other thing, but maybe they haven't heard this part of the explanation, the science behind it.
Little blood vessels. So instead of getting destroyed in your stomach acid, this gets absorbed straight into your bloodstream, which is exactly why so many people swear that this method works so much better than the regular. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to the 50-year-old moms taking the exact same.
Okay, social proof. We got before and after. It looks like it's viral. Always good to show that it's viral, especially with this audience, women, this beauty. It seems like this is a pattern in all of the winning ads, is showing like social proof on TikTok.
Brown strips as I am, saying that they look better now than they did in their 20s and 30s. Like, just look at their skin, absolutely radiant. That's what happens when you start focusing.
Another pattern I notice with these is they'll say things that are very like exaggerated, or like just high energy, like absolutely radiant. Like, that just goes a long way. It makes it feel real. And it makes it feel like she would not exaggerate that much or be that energetic about it if she wasn't telling the truth.
Literally.
Okay, so then you got some urgency. You're like, and the urgency is you don't want to let it sell out, and you also don't want to let this go by, and then now you're going to get a video of the knockoff and end up buying the knockoff. So you're like, I want to avoid buying the BS, and I want to avoid it being sold out. So I might as well get it now so I don't have to worry about buying the fake one. That was a cool one. I like that. Ooh, this one's crazy. Okay. Tons going on here. Obviously the hook is doing some heavy lifting right here, because you got TikTok comment, you got 6 people. It just looks entertaining immediately. You're like, this is going to be crazy. Sophistication levels 3. So it's a wellness probiotic multi-pack. Most people are problem aware when it comes to their gut. Or at least this video's for them. All right, let's see. Okay, this is like a master class in hooks and pattern interrupts. Like, if you could do this for anything, you're gonna kill it. This probably has nothing to do with what they're doing, but if you can find something like that, do it. If you can, anytime you can get multiple people to be in a video, your chances of it like performing goes up, as long as it feels authentic. If you have multiple people and it feels like staged and it's not a skit, then it's probably not going to do good. But if you can make it sound legit, and then like this, I mean, the energy's high. There's just so much going on. You got text on top of this, plus they're all chanting. I would just save this as like, if in your like hook library of, there's like 10 things to do right here. And then stop calling my family a liar. And then this is probably like, okay, this is just like a testimonial.
Use of this crap are...
Oh my goodness. Okay. Who is this for? Daily wellness. For your gut. Okay, I guess it doesn't really matter who this is for. Either way, this is going to grab attention. It doesn't matter what the audience is, because you got all age groups here. So it's interesting. She just keeps opening and pouring out pudding, which is crazy. And then just throwing up like crazy images. So, I mean, this isn't that crazy. She's just like backing up whatever she's saying, right? So she's just showing the before and after, and then testimonials.
5-star reviews, and my mom, who's been a nurse for 20 years, literally talks about how good these...
Okay, and then she goes into authority. My mom has been a nurse for 20 years. I mean, that's great authority right there. Everything's calmed down a little bit now. You've heard an authority. It's getting a little more serious. Let's see where it goes. Oh, okay, so she's pouring whatever this is, the multi-pack, into her pudding. She's showing that you can eat it. You're going to eat it with anything you want, and you're not going to taste it. I'm assuming.
Eat a lot of processed foods or fast foods. This really does help with